the body of Christ. 1 Corinthians 12 says it this way. There is one body, but it has many parts. But all its many parts make up one body. It is the same with Christ. Suppose the foot says, I am not a hand, which I want to stop right there. If your foot ever says anything to you, you need to phone a friend, right? Something ain't right. I hope you read the Bible like this. You can't just read through that. If the foot says to the hand, if the foot says to them, like, that's just weird. If the foot says, I'm not a hand, so I don't belong to the body, by saying this, it cannot stop being a part of the body. And suppose the ear says, I am not an eye, so I don't belong to the body. By saying this, it cannot stop being a part of the body. If the whole body were an eye, how could it hear? If the whole body were an ear, how could it smell? Are you seeing this? Like, you want to try to smell something with your ear, don't you? Like with it? It don't work. You can't do it. You look weird, but you can't do it. God has placed each part of the body just as he wants it to be. If all the parts were the same, how could there be a body? As it is, there are many parts, but there is only one body. You are the body of Christ. Each one of you is a part of it. Turn to your neighbor and say, he's talking to you. He's talking to you. Each one of you are a part of it. The word that comes to mind for me is purpose. I mean, think about how crazy this is. God has given you eyes to see food. He's given you feet to walk over to the food. He's given you hands to scoop up the food, an arm to slap it on the plate, to pick it up and move it to your mouth, a jaw to chew it, neck muscles to swallow it, a stomach to digest it. I'm gonna stop right there because you know the rest of the process. Like, all of it wildly purposed by God. You've never once taken a bite of food and said, okay, stomach, we're getting ready to digest. Get ready, here it comes. 3, 2, 1. You know, like, you don't have to do it because God created it to work. He's given it divine purpose for all the parts to work together to provide and sustain life. And the same is to be true with the body of Christ. It's how he created us. So one of the pictures that comes to mind for me here is of a construction site. We've got a couple lots in our neighborhood where homes are being built, and there comes a point after the trees are cleared, the foundation is poured, that construction supplies start showing up at the work site. And lumber will be over here, concrete, windows, all kind of stuff, but usually there's always some kind of stack of brick or block. And it's strapped together, tied together, usually in cubes. Every now and then the straps break and bricks will kind of be gathered up into a pyramid. Now for each of these bricks, they have their own strength, their own value, but it's not until the bricks are assembled that they really take the form or shape of something that they could be, something that's strong and beautiful. There's a huge difference between gathering all of the bricks into one place and assembling all of them to be what they could become. So my question for you is, if you were to lay that analogy over your church experience, that for us as the body of Christ, are you gathering here on a weekend or are you being assembled by God? Have you found your place of purpose? Has he placed you where he wants you to be? Some of you have an incredible gift of hospitality or of communicating or of administration. And man, for me, growing up in the church, the last thing I was thinking about is how I could actually be assembled to become a part of it. It was just a place that I gathered among other people. And if that's the case for you, man, you are leaving a lot on the table. I think about Caleb Harper from North Charleston. He started playing on their worship team, playing the drums when he was 12. Now he's 20, and he spent 8 of his 20 years playing on the band. If you were here for First Wednesday, my man has got a gift, right? And he has been using it. I think about Jim Wright from our Somerville campus. He's not on staff here at Seacoast, but he leads the second largest ministry of Seacoast. He cares for those that society has forgotten about. And because of him, now over 4,700 inmates at 4 different correctional facilities get to experience Seacoast every single weekend. Will you join me? Let those guys know that we're excited they're with us and proud of them for going after God. Jim's excited because he's about to be in 3 more facilities. But man, he's using a passion point in his life, a gift that he has to help other people encounter the power and presence of God. I think about Diana Warren here at the Mount Pleasant campus. She turned 89 in the beginning of this year. And every week, you can find her on Thursday here in the Breezeway working with a team of people pre-COVID. Every single worship guide that you would receive walking in had passed through her and her team's hands, preparing the house for the weekend. You can find her here in Mount Pleasant every weekend, sitting out in the Breezeway. She's a spiritual grandma, hugging all of my kids as they run into church. So happy to see you here each and every weekend. The three of them and so many of you have been assembled. You've been purposed by God. It's crazy. One of my favorite verses is Acts 17:26, which says, God has ordained set times and exact places for us to live. It blows my mind to think you could have been born anywhere in the world, literally any time in history. But God chose this sliver of time, this place, whatever campus you might be at, that you would be a part of Seacoast Church. It's only 35 years old, right? I mean, it's such a gift for us to be able to call this place family, for us to be an extension of the body of Christ here at Seacoast. Not that we would just gather, but that we would be assembled by God, using our gifts, not only being ministered to, but ministering others. So the first picture he gives us is that we are the body of Christ, to be used by him, an extension of him.